Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again before a radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us, as well as us tuning in on iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcasts. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, we're celebrating year 19 of Conversations Live this week, but our next guest is celebrating over 40 years of giving us some great music. When I say the name Bananarama, you probably have your favorite song that comes to mind. Mine, of course, is Venus. We're excited to welcome both Sara and Keren to our program today to talk to them not only about their extraordinary career, but also the brand new album that's out today. It's called Masquerade. I've already got it for myself on Amazon Music. We're going to also let you guys know how to stay connected with them as well. But Sara, Keren, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Hi, Cyrus. Thanks for having us.
Oh, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Keren, I want to start with you. I mean, it has to feel good to know that, you've been able to give audiences not only great music, but also to show them what real friendship looks like. What has this experience been like for you, Keren, to be able to see the way that people are responding to the new music?
I think to be still doing this after 40 years is such a privilege. I mean, Sara and I have known each other since we were virtually born, so it is a testament to our friendship. And I think in the first lockdown, we wrote an autobiography called Really Saying Something. We both wrote separate pieces about each other, and you realise quite how much we've achieved together from our humble beginnings. It's to celebrate our 40 years together with new music seems quite extraordinary, really. We started as teenagers in the group and had no real idea, obviously, that it would go on for this long. And we couldn't be more thrilled, really.
Keren, I'm so glad you mentioned the book. I enjoyed the book myself, Sara, so she teed it up perfectly. What about this experience for you, Sara, to be able to not only do what you love, but to share this experience with someone like Keren that you have known for so long?
I think it gives us a kind of security and a strength. I mean, in the early days, we were all, even Siobhan, we were all pretty shy, but I think having that shared history with Keren and that sense of humour, wanting the same things in life, that's really a strength for us, and it's really lasted. I mean, we've been a duo now for 30 years, so it has lasted for 40 years in this job. And, I can't believe I get to travel the world with my best friend. I mean, we had so many laughs as kids growing up, that to continue that on such a huge scale around the world, meet all these different people, see all the different countries and cultures, it's just been such a privilege.
Keren, did you realize how successful you all were at the beginning? Did you realize it? I know, of course, especially with MTV, people got to not only to hear you, but also to see you. And, of course, you were able to see the audiences, the crowds. But did it sink in at the time just how successful you all had become?
We had no idea, and we didn't do it for the fame. And then we did things like when we were first in the States, and we were sitting in New York in the Russian tea rooms, and Michael Caine came over to introduce himself. Obviously, we knew who he was, and said his daughter was a fan. And then we were in LA, and Mike Tyson started singing Cruel Summer at us. He was just leaning against the limo in the street as we walked down, and you just think, I cannot believe that, these girls who grew up, little girls who grew up together are sort of being recognised by some of the most famous people in the world. And I think that's the sort of eye-opener, really, and makes you maybe think about things in a different way, because until then, I don't think we thought about being famous at all.
Got you. And Sara, I want to ask you, about Masquerade, because now with this new music, I've been seeing some of the interviews you all have been doing too. What has that been like for you to see the response to the new music?
Yeah, we've certainly seen it. The anticipation has been amazing, and that's something about social media, because back in the day, you would never know what people were thinking, what they thought of you. I've been amazed by how many women have been inspired by us growing up with us, wanting to see female role models. It's just been amazing. The response has been fantastic. Obviously it's released today, and it's already charting on all these different countries, and we're just thrilled by it, because who would know 40 years on that you could still be making music and still be, enjoying it so much.
Yeah, and not only just enjoying it, Keren, but I think too. I mean, you all have become known for the videos. I mentioned Venus, and of course, you all referenced Cruel Summer. I Heard a Rumor. These great videos as well. Talk to us about that. What has it been? What was it like for you to be back creating videos and visuals for these singles?
Well, we absolutely loved the video we did. We had the best time making the video for Masquerade. A few years ago, we were on holiday in Puglia and bumped into a very good friend, that's in Italy, who had directed a video for us previously, and he was doing up a castle which was pretty much gutted at the time in a shell, and it just happened to be finished when we needed to make a video, so he directed the video in his beautiful castle, and he also is an artist, so we got him involved with doing the artwork as well. So the whole thing, I mean, we wanted the visuals and the album to be fantastic in celebration of our 40 years, and so we put a huge amount of thought and creativity into it this year.
Well, we definitely invite our audience to go ahead and to get Masquerade for themselves. It's available to their favorite platform. Ours here at Conversations Live is Amazon Music, but you can also get it on iTunes, Spotify, and the other places as well. Again, Bananarama have been our guests. We've been talking to Sara and Keren about the extraordinary journey, what it's been like for them to do what they love. Also, as a quick plug, I definitely want our audience to pick up that book as well. You guys will really enjoy that as well. I want to ask the two of you, Sara, I'll ask you this question. How can our audience stay connected with you and keep up with the updates? Yeah, I'm sorry. How can they stay connected with you and keep up with the updates?
We have a website, bananarama.co.uk, and we have all the usual platforms, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah, but I guess you can discover it all on those platforms, definitely.
That's how we keep in touch these days. We're not very good at it, but that's how we keep in touch.
Well, look, I think your fans understand you're quite busy. Keren, Sara, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate you stopping by today.
Thank you, Cyrus.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate you having us on.
And I love that name. Yeah, it's a great name.
Thank you. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make it a great one. Take care.